talking about a deep conversation that can be a big debate, and it's basically about
cheating.
Yes.
Shout out to all my
cheaters. Let's talk cheating.
Cheating.
Yeah. Look, we have a video for you today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to play you the full video. We're just going to play little snippets of the video.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the whole video, we will tag that for you. To be honest with you, I could only watch a little bit. I could only watch about 6 minutes of that video.
Why is that then?
Because it got unrealistic and stupid at a certain point. No disrespect to the content creators. Was it Jasmine and Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a bit too much for me. And yeah. But let me play the first clip and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So without further delay, let me play that first clip for you and we'll be back and we'll talk about it.
Talking about a deep conversation that can be a big debate, and it's basically about
cheating.
Yes.
Shout out to all my cheaters.
Oh no. So basically, we just want to talk about the difference between a man cheating as opposed to
a woman cheating.
Exactly.
The double standard.
Right, because a lot of y'all men get in y'all feelings when a woman cheat because y'all say it's more emotional than the physical, because y'all men feel like it's a physical thing.
Men are emotional cheaters
too. Y'all are sensitive ass men out there. I know some of y'all.
Listen, enough with the macho shit, okay? Some of y'all cheat too because you feel your ego is crushed at home or whatever you have it. Y'all paint it out to be like women cheat specifically for emotional reasons, oh, he hurt my heart, so let me go cheat, or he doesn't look at me the same, let me go cheat. No, sometimes we just want some new dick too. Okay? Y'all don't want to hear it, but
right, because I feel like our men's perception of women is that we're this innocent cat.
Now, that's the first part of the clip.
Yeah.
We'll play a couple more parts of the video for you and we'll talk about it. But where do you want to start with what we just listened to?
Well, first of all, is there a difference with women cheating and men cheating? Yeah.
Yes.
There is a difference.
What's your thoughts on that? Ladies first.
There's a difference. Men typically cheat. Okay, first of all, when men cheat, it's typically a physical thing.
Primal thing.
When women cheat, it's typically an emotional cheat. Let's just be honest.
So for example, sometimes you see men or married couples and the woman goes on funny when it's time for divorce. She goes on oh my days, you're not the same person I met when she's in divorce court. But the woman's just, if you've been married 10 years, the woman checked out year 5. That's why she goes on so cold. But I just want to just highlight that part.
That's
fellas,
true.
I'm gonna give you free game at some point in this podcast today. But carry on.
Well, yes, men it's usually a physical thing. It's down.
It's always physical. It's always physical. It's never emotional.
You just kind of want to get pop a nut. I'm not saying I agree with cheating, but I get it in the sense of it's just a nut to you lot.
Men want to let one go. Let's call it what it is.
Although I believe it should be with who you're with if you're in a relationship.
Listen, man.
If you're not in a relationship,
man,
then
need
do your
variety.
thing.
Man, them need variety in it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, innit? Fellas, here's a question, innit? Fellas, have you ever been cheated on? Have you been cheated on before? Or if you've been cheated on, would you take your woman back? Put in the comments if that's you, if you've been cheated on, or would you take your woman back? Personally, if that were me, no. Because women are calculated when it comes to cheating.
Are men not calculated sometimes?
Nah, because a man doesn't go out and say, "Oh, I'm gonna cheat on a woman." He goes out and he looks for opportunities, or if an opportunity presents itself, then he might say, "You know what? Let me jump on that."
Okay.
Why are you saying okay like that?
I'm just saying okay.
It's the truth. Women are calculated. That's why I said to you, a woman can be in a relationship 10 years. She checked out year 5.
I understand that.
More time, 8 times out of 10, a woman files for divorce. men are very easy to please. Women think that, oh, I can level up. Women think that I can find something better. And then before you know it,
oh, now she wants to cash out.
You see what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that?
Look, I understand women, we do think emotionally, and typically it is an emotional cheat. I can say that. It's true. Women may not like to tell the truth in regards to that, but
women may not
true.
like to tell the truth. Women don't ever tell the truth. For the most part,
okay, for the
generalizing,
most part,
they lie.
yes. A lot of women lie. Yes, that's true.
I feel like such and such. Yeah. You feel a lot of ways. Continue.
Men, they like to lie to you, but anyway, that's something else. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that when it comes to cheating, men typically cheat just physically, just trying to get that nut off.
So hold on. So men cheating and women cheating, you believe is two different things.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same.
Because in listening to what Jasmine was saying, they believe it's the same. I disagree. Now, men are based on merit. They're merit based. So the more resources you have is the more women you can get. Women, you know, your sexual market value is based on your looks, femininity, how peaceful you are, and how virtuous you are. So by you cheating, it's like if I'm a skeleton key and I can open any lock, I'm good. People's gonna rate me. But if I buy a lock and any key can open that lock, then that's not a good lock. So that's a woman for you. The woman's a bad lock. So if you're going out there cheating, you can call it whatever you want to call it.
So basically, if you're having a hot girl summer,
it's not necessarily about a hot girl summer. It's about you're going out there cheating. You're in a relationship as a woman. You're sold on your purity. Now, if you're not delivering that purity, women know whether they want to admit or not, right? They know they're sold on their purity. So if you're a bad lock and any key can open that lock and you want to use excuses or justification of, oh, I went to cheat and it's the same thing. And if men can do it, women can do it too. The men you want, you're not going to get. Am I lying?
no.
If your man cheats on you, you can't turn around and say, oh, I'm going to get him back. Just leave the relationship. If you don't want to be in that situation, leave.
Yeah, in regards to that, I don't see the point in cheating. I just think if you're done with that relationship, then be done with it. But in regards to our clip, now, she said sometimes you want new dick too.
Yeah, they want some new D.
Now, for me personally, I don't know about that, but for her, she said that.
Imagine that new D.
She
Okay.
said sometimes she wants some new D too.
Okay.
And boy, to me, I just saw warning flags, red flags, all sorts of flags in regards to that. Because you're in a relationship and you want some new D, you know. I think she's clearly in her masculine frame at that point, because men will typically say, you know,
men need variety.
I want a variety
I think
of
of this,
women.
right? One of my notes is this: men don't cheat. We exercise options. Now, let's talk about when women cheat and their moral compass. Now, if a certain caliber man cheats, you will stay in that relationship. If he has money, resources, you're going to stay. But if he's a let's say a low level dude and he doesn't have certain things, you will leave, right?
Yeah.
So then that means I have to question your morality. So this means for the right price, you can be bought. See, this is you went quiet there.
Because I had to think about it.
And this is the funny thing is this, right? That's how most women are hardwired. Certain man, they'll do certain things for.
That's true.
Exactly. So you would take it if a certain kind of man, because you know a certain higher level man.
It's hard to come by.
It's hard to come by. Why should he pick you? Clearly, he's put himself in a position. He's elevated to a position where he can command whatever he wants to command.
I know. So then if he's chosen you,
And count yourself lucky.
He can get all sorts of girls. Exactly. You must count yourself lucky in regards to that. So it is what it is. I'm sorry.
So then a woman can't turn around and say, oh, if a man cheats on me, I'm leaving, yada, yada, yada. You mean to say certain man cheat on you, you're leaving.
That's true. Yeah.
So then, hold on a second. Cheating is cheating, right? So then we have to question that woman's moral compass. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not lining up. That's just what I think of it.
Well,
what do you want to add to that before we play the other clip?
Well. It's true.
Facts.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another comment one of the ladies said is, men think that women are innocent cats. Now, I would say that naive men would typically think that women are, innocent. But I think a man that knows women properly knows that a lot of women are not, innocent.
Now the thing for me is this, right? I've put a note here. Fellas, understand female nature. Now, if you understand female nature, you know they're not these innocent, little... They're not these innocent angels as they claim to be.
Swearing, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I got some words. But I'm just saying, they're not these innocent angels as they claim to be. You get female nature. A lot of men is out here saying, oh, women ain't ish, women ain't this, women ain't that. And that might be true if I'm generalizing, right? But for the most part, I don't really have problems with women because I understand female nature. I understand that females can be very selfish. I understand sometimes they could be adults or children in adults' bodies. I get it. Some might not like what I've just said, but it's the truth if you admit it. Right? It is what it is. But men that don't understand female nature will think that, oh, women are these innocent things and they won't cheat because they're based in situations from their mothers and the women in their family.
I was just about to say that.
Touch on that part.
It's more their mums.
Yeah.
It's more on their mum.
Not my mum. Listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes your mummy was a tat-tat. Whether you want to admit that or not, she was a tat-tat.
Yeah. And you wouldn't want to admit that. Who would want to admit that?
Because you hold your mummies in high regards.
Yep, definitely.
And then you paint women with the same brush. But then that's not the case.
That's not reality.
It's the harsh reality. See what I'm saying? Well, yeah.
See, we was here with that.
Exactly. So it's just about understanding how the world works. And it's about understanding female nature.
If you understand it, fellas, things will be nice and smooth for you. If you don't understand it,
it'll be smooth as.
If you don't understand it, then
you're gonna have problems. Then it's gonna be. It is what it is. Let's play the other clip and then chop it up. All right. Without further delay.
I feel like, or you could just be committed too long and you need something new.
Right? That could be it. Or somebody's.
I feel like I'm speaking from someone who's.
There's people
I've been
that.
a cheater and I've been cheated on.
I feel like I've been on both sides of the fence, but I don't think I have a reputation of cheating. If I were to pop out there and talk about why I did, it's because it was off some get back. Okay. And I didn't want to do it, but it took for me to do it to make him stop doing what he was doing. Okay. And it was just at the point where, like, because a man was like, oh yeah, she's gonna come back anyway. She's gonna come back anyway, and she ain't gonna do nothing about it. So I did something about it, and that hurt his heart to the point where it still hurts.
She's scared now. She got
but I'm not like that. So everybody's. It's different. Everyone's characteristics are different. Yeah. So that whole like, oh, she, was more emotional. She probably really liked this nigga.
I'm gonna have to say that's an emotional cheat though.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that?
These girls are on some get back cheating.
They're on all kinds of stuff, but yeah.
I think get back cheating is stupid.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier.
Action, reaction.
If you don't want to be in that relationship,
then leave.
Just leave. And if you have a problem with him cheating, a conversation clearly needs to be had.
But it's not a thing of them having a problem with the guy cheating. It's who they are. Look, So many times you hear women say, "Oh, I cheated because I was getting the guy back." Just admit that you was a tat in that situation. You wanted to link that dude. Stop trying to use the other guy as like Tower Bridge. They were opening up wide. Stop trying to take away the accountability. It is what it is. You were clearly cheating because you wanted to have your cake and eat it.
Clearly.
That's what it was. Why lie about it? How can you rise up your body count just to say, "Oh, I got him back." But he was linking the next thing. He was linking the next thing from a different perspective of why you was linking the thing. He was linking the thing because, okay, she had a fat ass. She had some nice melon breasts. She was, giving me choosing signals. You see what I'm saying?
Look, it's not fair in regards to, because women can't play that same game. Well, we shouldn't be playing that same game.
It's a double standard.
But there is a big double standard in regards to that. And look, I don't have a problem with that. But the women that do, they see it as, nah, man, if you're allowed to cheat, I'm allowed to cheat too, sort of thing. And
you can.
We should still be together.
The funny thing is, I agree. Equality is good. I agree. You can cheat if you want to cheat. But then it's going to be
the end result.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
Later on in life. And you realize you can't.
That's my point. So I'm saying the man will leave and then you'll be by yourself. So you can do all the cheating you like. Because you'll be single.
Cat ladies.
Meow.
Dog ladies. Exactly. What's your thoughts on what stood out to you?
What stood out to me was the girl said she has a rep for cheating.
Yeah, and she was glad. She was proud about that.
I have a rep for cheating. For me, I was like, whoa, you have a rep.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's known for it.
I was thinking that's not a good thing.
Each to their own.
She's the same girl a while back. There was a video of her.
Yeah.
Was it on Instagram or something?
I remember.
And she went on a date with a guy and she brought her daughter
on the date
and on the date and said, can we go McDonald's? And she ordered up her food, her daughter's food, and then asked him, do you want something?
Yeah.
And then when it got time to pay in the bill, she
was
just
like,
expected him to pay.
And the guy was right. Why should he pay? You should have if you want to go on a date with me, you should have sought out your childcare, did what you needed to do, but you thought you were so fly based on men that was hollering and those first traps that you put out for those men and those guys that are hungry. This guy wasn't falling for it.
She was giving him a SHIT test.
Bring in your daughter.
That's what she was doing.
Come on now.
It was a test.
Come on
to
now.
see if he would do it.
Imagine
and he
that.
didn't.
Imagine that she's saying about commitment too long.
Yeah. What?
Sometimes you're just in a relationship too long and you're
committed,
like it's a toy and you get bored of it.
The words that she used. Sometimes you're committed for too long.
Committed too long.
That,
fellas.
Whoa. I cannot just imagine how you fellas feel. I don't date females, so
this is the modern
not my
woman.
problem, but
this is the modern woman. This is what men have to deal with. I'm not saying that men are perfect, but this is what we have. This is what's on the playing field. What do we do? This is what we're dealing with. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna have to give some free game.
Go ahead.
Not yet.
Okay.
Listen to the end of the podcast. I'm gonna conjure up some free game for the people. We've got 2 more parts to this.
Before we get into that,
go on.
There's another part.
Yeah.
The girl said, you can be 40 and still be in your prime.
Get the
I'm sorry.
Out of here.
To the ladies that think that when you're older and you're still the SHIT, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case.
Let me ask you a question. What's the cutoff age for women having babies? Or they say you shouldn't have babies past a certain point.
From the medical point of view,
what's the number?
They say 35.
So then, if women shouldn't really have babies past 35, why would you be in your prime at 40? On the sexual market, being 30, 35 is old. I can only imagine being 40, and you're talking about 40 and in your prime. You mean you're in your prime for dudes that you don't want? I just want to highlight that part. Carry on.
40 ladies. Let's be realistic.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
Let's not be delusional. Let's not do that. When you're 40, remember way
Oh,
back.
now she wants to cash out.
Once you're finished, remember way back, right? When you was younger, and your mum was 40 years old. Back then, you thought, you're old. You're 40.
Exactly.
You're old.
And your mum might have been all 34 or something, and it's like, whoa.
That age to you was old.
Exactly.
Well, on the dating market.
The dating market is different, though.
Exactly.
Exactly. So for me, at the end of the day, right, you can't be saying you're 40 and like you're saying I'm still hot and yada yada yada. Now, don't get me wrong, right? There's many women that is 40 and they still look good. I'm not disputing that point. Like, you can be 40 years old. You can could even be 35 years old and you still look good. You can be 40 and you still look good. But the thing is this, the men that you want is not going to want you. That's the part that women need to realize. You can't be saying, oh, listen, I look at it like this. 25, you need to be focused on getting that man that you want. I hear so many women say, oh, they're about 23, 24. And they say, well, maybe when I'm 26, 27, I'll start.
But ladies, that's late.
No, but what I'm saying is, they believe, especially in our community, they believe that, oh, their 20s is for them.
It's
So then
not.
you must go on the carousel wheel, because they talk about, oh, I'm just going to be focused on me, yada, yada, yada. Translation. They're on the carousel wheel. They're doing their thing. They're cheating. They're doing X, Y, Z. And then as soon as they hit 40, when they can't command the same kind of guys, they don't have the same leverage as in youth, fertility, peacefulness. Listen, I can't experience nothing with you or nothing new anyway. Everything that I'm going to show you, you're going to say, I done did it.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
But
What's your thoughts on that?
the ladies, this is why I say you must be very honest, right? You cannot say that 40 is your prime. It's not.
40 is a new 20.
It's not the new 20 is 20, 40 is
Oh, now she
40.
wants to cash out.
Man,
Men-
get the out of here.
Men like I've heard the saying many times before. Men like their women the same age as, well, size as their, what is it, their rims.
Keep them like their rims.
20, 22,
22s,
24,
24s, and
26s.
26s.
And that's it.
Facts. let's go into the next part of the clip before we, pop off, and you're gonna get so many people unsubscribe, but whatever, we're gonna call it how we see it. And I'm being nice today.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think you're being nice too.
I am.
So
Patreon.
yeah,
Wait out for the Patreon.
I won't hold back, because we got to stick to YouTube guidelines and whatnot. So it is what it is. But we're gonna 2 more parts for the clip, and we'll tag the whole clip for you so you can watch the rest of it. And here's the third part, and we'll come back.
We like this nigga.
I'm gonna have to say
Really-
that's an emotional cheat though.
Yeah.
I've cheated in some times where, I have a reputation for cheating. Let's just be real. If we're being
Well,
real.
okay, so we being real, but why? Is it because, are you just not ready to commit?
There's multiple reasons. There's been
you
times
just-
where I've cheated because I felt like I know this isn't my final stop, so enough of the playing house.
Yeah. You were over it, maybe.
Yeah, there's been
Yeah.
times I've cheated because I was over it. There's been times I've cheated because I've been more attracted to something.
Yeah.
Not saying that it was better for me than what I had at home, but I had to see what that was like. That
Yeah.
type of cheat. Like, it's
Okay.
like,
Well, because
you
you're
never
young.
know.
I
Yeah.
feel like when you commit yourself so young at an age where you're still in your prime, I just want to
Yeah.
say, I just want to throw prime out there, because shit, you could be 40 and still in your prime.
facts. But you know what? I feel like men, it's the same thing sometimes. Like, you feel like you're giving everything to somebody, and this ain't the final stop. So it's like, you can't help but to live your natural life despite somebody else's feelings. And I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, if I have cheated, it's been very discreet. But then there's been times where I am emotionally cheating and I want you to find out. You're gonna find out because you're gonna stop playing with me.
Off some get back.
Like
Yeah,
I
like-
could say probably one time I cheated for get back. That was my only emotional cheat. And
Fair enough, man. She got him back.
It was her only emotional cheat. She has a reputation for
Look,
cheating.
But clearly she was emotionally connected to this guy. She felt this is the need to get him back. You got some underlying issues that you need to figure out, because if that's how you resolve your problems, then god damn,
Yeah.
you must be in some very toxic relationships. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's a mazza out here. But each to their own. Each to their own. What did you think about that?
Well, just it's a head shake for the ladies.
It is a head shake. Ladies,
Not
have
in
you
a good way.
have you ever been in a situation and been an emotional cheat, being in a situation where you cheated and you felt by me cheating I'm getting the guy back? Put in the comments if that was you, if you can relate to what they're talking about. Put in the
Look.
comments.
Ladies,
Mhm.
when you cheat or you think you're getting a guy back, all you're doing is putting the numbers higher and higher on
Higher
your
and
list
higher.
of bodies, which you don't want to do.
No.
We need to be as pure as we can be,
Women are sold on
as
their
we
purity.
can possibly be, right? So if a man cheats on you, just be done with him. If you can't take it and it's like, do you know what, this was a deal breaker, you cheated on me, I have to go, I can't deal with that. No, then go on your way. But you clearly had maybe guys in your rotation, because
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she pretty much had 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and I'm pretty sure that's what she said in the video. So there was 1 foot in and 1 foot out. With that mentality, you clearly are not serious about a relationship, and you need to figure yourself out, because there's no point trying to turn around and get to 40 and say,
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
that's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? That, to me, that's a big, it don't make no sense at the end of the day. But each to their own. But the question I want to ask is this: fellas, and even ladies, how can you tell when she's for the streets? For me, I'll answer that. I just watched the video.
that's true. They're a very good example.
the
Very good
streets.
example. That's true. Mm-hmm. I
They're for the
agree there.
streets. It is what it is. Women that speak like that, they're for the streets. I'm not going to pretend. Like, maybe they're a nice person. Maybe they're saying what they need to say for the video. But for me,
Maybe
that's
so.
their true thoughts. I'm basing my comments off what I heard in that video.
I think it's a shame because they're not ugly girls. They're both pretty girls. So for you to be talking like this and this is your mentality on that, it's really bad. And for me, it's like, it's just a waste of your looks. You just really wasted your looks there.
That's what happens more time, though. That's what happens more time.
She clearly has quite a few bodies on her, if that's her mentality as well.
Well, we don't know, but from what she's saying,
From what
we're
you're
only
saying,
going
I'm
to
sorry.
speculate.
It's bound to be that from what she's saying.
What stood out for you in that snippet? Because we've got one more part of that clip that I've taken, and then we're gonna we'll tag the rest and everybody can watch the whole thing and put in the comments what they really thought. But what stood out for you?
She was just saying like it's not her final stop.
Yeah, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot out. As I
Enough
said,
of playing house.
she doesn't want to play house, but she's a single mother. Okay, cool. Continue.
Well, you pretty much just said what I was
No,
gonna say.
but she's saying she doesn't want to play house.
Yeah.
But you've already given your womb to someone else. So for you to find the next husband, he's going to be a stepdad. And yeah, she's pretty, but then with the mentality, there's no point in being pretty.
That's why I said she wastes her looks. It's wasted.
One of them, from what I've seen, there's a ring on her finger. I think she
does
admits
say that she's married. Yeah.
She said she's married, but then he might be married to so and so.
Well, she did say that she's actually cheated on him, and
Exactly.
that was for the reason why she said apparently she didn't want to cheat, but she cheated on him to show him that because he was cheating on her.
Yeah, to get him back.
And to show him like, see, it's not nice sort of thing. And apparently he ain't got over it.
Then
up until
he went
today.
and married her.
I'm sure he married her before that.
Come on, man.
I'm sure
Come
he
on.
married her well
I don't
before
know.
that.
I don't know. I don't know the situation.
We don't know the situation.
I'm just reviewing the video. That's my thoughts on it. Anything else before we play the last clip?
You can play the last clip. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. And then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Without further delay.
Do you feel like people cheat because they don't want to be upfront about the situation? Like, hey, I just don't want to deal with you. Or do you cheat because you still want to deal with that person and still eat your,
I've had
your
one
cake
foot,
and get it too?
I've had one foot in, one foot out.
Okay, that's good to know.
But it's like that cake is 3 layers. This cake's only 2.
Oh no, it's not fair.
Not fair. I want the 3-layer cake. Hey, but wait, but not permanently because I'm not a greedy bitch. So I'll take the 2-layer cake home. But I got to see. I want it all. I want the 3-layer cake too. However, I don't want to bring the 3-layer. I don't want leftovers. Okay, I like my nice little 2-layer cake at home.
Do you feel like the 2-layer cake could become a 3-layer cake, or it's kind of like nah?
Nah, because everybody knows their threshold, and I feel like a 3-layer cake is. We're talking about cakes now. A 3-layer cake is too much for me. Everybody knows their limits, but it's like all right when you go on vacation, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to live at the resort. Like,
you want to explore.
You say it in your mind like, oh, I can live here, but then you want to.
It's funny.
That to me is...
We all want to have our cake and eat it.
Of course.
Who doesn't?
Of course we do.
I'm not even going to dive in on them. Go on.
Everyone wants to have their cake and eat it.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody does. There's not one person that can possibly say that they don't. We all do. But listen to what they were saying. She wants her 3-layered cake.
It was a
She don't want to
mazza.
be selfish. she don't want to be a selfish bitch, and you know
She don't want to be a selfish.
She wants to keep the 2-layered cake, but she ain't gonna say
but
no
really
to
truly,
the 3-layered
exactly,
cake.
she wants a 3-layered cake.
She wants a 3-layered cake, but she said she ain't gonna be selfish. She'll give back the 3rd layer, give it back, and then go back to her 2-layered cake. They're talking about cakes.
Clearly, it was a lot, wasn't it?
Listen,
you know, we're trying to stick to the YouTube guidelines. I don't want to go too deep on it. That's why we're going to put together the Patreon, and we're going to give you the raw, uncensored version. Right now, it's kind of the nice version, but it's all good. It's all good.
she likes to play the field,
That's clear.
and she wants 2, 3, 4 layered cakes.
For me, I'm sensing some underlying issues, but
Yes,
go on.
definitely. For
She's
me,
not saying rational stuff. It doesn't make sense, and I'm quite seasoned, so I kind of know the game, and I'm sensing some underlying issues.
I think she's made it quite clear
Yeah.
that then again, some people wouldn't clock onto that, but for me, well, for us anyway,
That's what I said. If you're seasoned,
Yeah.
Some women, they like to play the field. They like to do their thing. Not all women have underlying issues. Some of them just literally like to play the game,
for
and
her,
that's fine. I get
feel
it.
she does.
But that's what I saw.
I feel she has an issue, and she really needs to talk that out with somebody.
I'll say this, man. Let me give you my final thoughts, or some of them anyway. I'll give you some free game. Fellas, you got a girlfriend? Have you ever done a thing with your girlfriend the day before, and then the next day the coochie felt looser? Maybe she's cheating. Did you ever about to beat, and then the coochie, she's talking about the coochie's already sore? Maybe she's cheating.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to put nothing in your head, but these are things men's got to look out for. Maybe there weren't no problem, but you never know, G. She might be playing for both sides. I'm just saying.
It's having real fun.
You got to be on your P's and Q's. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I know women right now saying, what's this guy's name? S-Bank? What? Like, stop. You're,
Shut up, man.
You're giving the guys the game.
Exactly.
Like, why are you letting them know you're baiting us up?
That's what I'm saying.
Stop.
Exactly.
I remember back in the days, right? Girls, when they used to cheat, because they used to tell me these things. I don't know why women like to confide in me, like to say I was one of them church confessions thing, right? And they talk about femme fresh and femme fresh up the coochie, you know, when they go back home. I didn't even know what femme fresh was until women were saying this is what we use. This is what we use after the beat because the coochie might smell a bit different, or whatever they used, whatever they done, it smells different. So the guy don't clock on to what's what. And I'm like, raw, you women are scandalous.
Scandalous.
But even prior to that, if I rewind way back in time, listen, all kinds of stuff happened to me, and I'm talking from experience. So I'm just saying, guys, you need to look close. You need to watch the situation and see these women ain't these whole what they claim to be. It is what it is. There's so many, Victoria ain't trying to keep a secret.
Okay.
See, that was free game there. That was free game there.
Victoria ain't trying to keep a secret. That's how you go on in
You
here.
like that one, right?
That one
cool.
that was a good one. Still.
Cool.
A few people are probably
Free
going to steal
game.
that.
Free game.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
All right, cool.
Well, ladies, if that's what you're on, don't expect the man to stay with you. That's if you're in a relationship. If you want to play the field and stay on that carousel reel and go around,
Yeah, man.
that's up to you too. You can do that if you want. Just later on in life, may not work out for you.
Yeah.
To the ladies who believe that 40s is the new 20s,
Nah.
it's not, and 40 is
40
definitely
and then your prime?
40.
No way.
Prime that's not your prime. I'm so sorry to tell you, but you're nearing, the other side now. And in regards to having children, 35 is, really the cut-off age, and you should think about stop having children by that age and not.
Well, not even about the kids. They should have a man. They should focus, because a lot of women get a lot of guys holler. They get a lot of men, where they give first traps, and guys are like, yeah. But look, can you keep a man post smash? That's the real question at the end of the day. And for me, it's like, look, if you're not keeping a man post smash and you'll end up in Groundhog Day, where you get in a reoccurring situation where every man you meet it just wants to smash, and they never want to stay in a relationship with you, clearly you need to figure out, where am I going wrong? Am I peaceful? Am I submissive? Am I what's the word? Am I feminine? Am I domesticated? Am I doing what I need to do as a woman? And if you look at even statistics now, women, I didn't want to go too deep into it, but I'll give you a quick snippet. Like, winter's coming, just like watching the Kevin Samuels, winter's coming, and a lot of women are unemployed. They're going to struggle. So your best option now from avoiding being a cat lady is coupling up. Societies weren't built for single people.
No.
Men understand, because we're merit-based. If we don't do what we need to do, homeless, women's going to struggle.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's what I think on that. I don't want to go too deep on it. As I said, we're going to put together the Patreon, and I'll give you some of my thoughts on that. But at the end of the day, it's not a game anymore. You can cheat if you want to cheat. But when it's time to say, okay, you know what? I want to settle down when I'm 40 or 50, you're going to realize there's a rude awakening. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Don't turn around and say you're 40 and be like,
oh, now she wants to cash out.
That's not going to happen. That's my final thoughts on it. Where you at with it?
Like you said, 40, 50, hell no. And higher, just stop it. Because there are ladies who are in their, I swear there was a woman, she was like in her 60s, and she's still trying to.
No, she was in her 70s saying, oh, soon. She'll be ready soon.
She'll be ready. Imagine that.
Exactly.
Ladies, your 20s are not for you. Your 20s are the ages where you're supposed to be trying to find a man.
Execute. Do what you need to do.
Yes. College times are the best times to find a guy.
Don't give them all that free game. Hit them up in Patreon.
Yeah.
And
Don't
we'll
need
give
to pay
you
me to get that information.
Exactly.
No, I'm joking.
Exactly.
But still, you can have a little bit of free game.
Yeah, no
Just
problem, man.
choose your men around those times. It's the best
Exactly.
times.
It's a good
to do
podcast.
that.
It's a good podcast. But yeah, that's what we think on it, man. Maybe we'll give you the unedited version of all of the podcasts that we do. That's what I think. Anything else to add?
No, I think we're finished here.
Yes. It's the S.Banks and the JD Network podcast. I'm S.Banks TV.
And I'm JD Network.
And we out.
Peace.